excuse me, Honors Algebra. Mr. Lawrence here with your flipped lesson for the weekend of 10-5. Yes. All right. Well, we know that we've gotten practice on graphing equations in slope y-intercept form. And remember that for a linear equation to be in slope y-intercept form, first it's got to be linear. Thank you, Captain Obvious. But second of all, y must be alone. So let's do a quick review of this. We have an equation where y is alone. Right now, you should be able to tell me the slope and the y-intercept of this equation without really very much thought. The slope is the number attached to x by multiplication, the coefficient on x. If y is alone, which it is the number, the coefficient attached to x. So the slope is 3, or 3, there we go. Or as a fraction, 3 over 1. Remember, your rise is 3 and your run is 1. All right, my y-intercept, or my b, is -4. As a point, that is the point 0, -4. Remember, that's a graph. I begin with b, the y-intercept. That's why they use a b in the formula, I think. I don't know, maybe. All right, so I'm going to plot the point 0, -4. Where is 0, -4? Where are you? I can't find you. All right, here we go. All right, 0, -4. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 in the y direction, the negative y direction. And there we go. I have a point right there. Now my slope is 3 over 1. So from there, I will count up 3 and then write 1. So let me infinitely clone him. Abracadabra, you are cloned infinitely. Wouldn't that be cool to do yourself? Unless you didn't like yourself very much, then it'd be annoying. Up 1, 2, 3, and to the right 1. And then from there, I can go up 1, 2, 3, right 1. If I want to, I can do down 3, 1, 2, 3, but then I've got to go back 1. Remember that -3 over -1 is the same as 3 over 1. I can go down 1, 2, 3, and over 1. And when I graph, my line will look like this. Thought you'd like the sound effects there. All right, and of course I'll make it look like a line all the time. There we go. And voila, it is that simple. Now, I'll bet you didn't know this. We can go the other way. Yes, we can. We can go backwards. We can take a line like this orangish colored line here, and we can write its equation. What two things do you think we're going to have to know to write the equation? Well, the equation is y equals mx plus b. I think we're going to have to know m. And what's m? It's the slope. Yes, it is. Yes, it's the slope. So if we knew the slope of this orange line, we might be able to write its equation. And let's see, what is the slope of this line? Let me find 2 points. That looks like a point. And it looks like I got another one there. So I'm going to count down, not from 10, but I'm going to count down from 1 point. Down 1, 2. Looks like I counted 2 in the negative direction, so I've got a -2 for my rise. And then I'm going to go from there over 1, 2, 3. So it looks like my run is a +3. So my slope is -2/3. I almost have my equation. All I need now is a b, not a stinging bee, you silly goose. I need my y-intercept. And if you look, my y-intercept is right here. I know that the coordinates of that point are going to be 0. How do I know it's 0 for the x-coordinate? Because I'm on the y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means that b is equal to 5. Now watch how hard this is. The equation for the red line will be y equals -2/3 x plus 5. There you go. I looked at the graph. I was able to write its equation because I was able to figure out the slope and the y-intercept. Let's try it for the blue equation. You may be able to do it on your own, but if you're watching on a small screen like an iPod or something, or an MP3 player, it might be difficult to actually count. So if you can, if you're on a computer, pause it, try to do it on your own. If you can't, if you're on a too small screen, just go ahead and watch. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the slope. But before I find the slope, I need to find 2 points. So let me see. I will grab this point here, and it looks like it's going through that point there. Now it's kind of weird over here. I think it's supposed to be going through this point. How do I know? Because I made it up. Oh no, it's actually not. No, that point there is supposed to be here. Yeah, that's right. Okay, on the test I will clearly have the points identified for you because it's difficult to graph these lines 100% accurately on the airliner. Sometimes it just doesn't work out so well. Anyway, so now that I have my points, I'm going to go from this point here, and I'm going to go down, looks like 1, 2, 3. So my rise is -3, and my run is -1, right? So I have a slope of -3 over -1, which is more simply said as 3. There we go. Now I need the y-intercept. And the y-intercept, you notice when I grab my point, I just automatically went for the y-intercept. It looks like it's the point 0, -1. So b's value would be -1. Hence, my equation is y equals 3x minus 1. And there you go. It's just that simple. All right. What if I just gave you some information, like I told you the slope and a point? Do you think you could write the equation? Well, on these you should be able to. See if you can do these on your own. My answers will pop up momentarily. All right, I'm going to call this first one problem A. And for problem A, I know my slope, I know my y-intercept is 5. My equation must be y equals -3/4 x plus 5. And there you go. All right, we'll call this one here B. M is 6. Y-intercept -2. Y equals 6x minus 2. Problem C. The slope is 2/7. It's going through the origin. What's the y-intercept of the origin? Y, it's 0, of course. Y equals 2/7 x. And that's it. Should I write the +0? Well, I could, but I'm extremely lazy. And that's not the simplest form, so I'm going to get rid of it. The best answer is y equals 2/7 x. When there's nothing there added, 0 is being added. Just ask Corvus. He knows all about that. All right, now on this one, there is no slope. There is no slope. If there's no slope, could I be in slope y-intercept form? No, I don't think so, because slope y-intercept form implies that I can find the slope. I know a line with no slope is going to be a vertical line. I know that if it goes through the point 7,3, it'll also have to go through the point 7,5. I know it'll go through 7,0. I know it'll go through 7, -1. What do you notice about those points I named? 710, 7100, 7 a Google. That sounds like a good name of a band, 7 a Google. All right. They all have a 7 in them, but be more specific. What is 7? X equals 7. And there's your equation. It's linear, but it's not in slope y-intercept form. Why? Because it has no slope. It can't be in slope y-intercept form without a slope. Incidentally, this particular one, most vertical lines will not have a y-intercept. There's one exception. See if you can tell me on Monday what the exception to that rule is. All right, that's the lesson for today, ladies and gentlemen. I don't believe there's any more. Nope, that's it. All right, have a good night, everybody.